morning and welcome to another episode of HBC Moments. It is an educational program brought to you by the Healthy Body Clinic and Resort Limited, HBC Resort. And but today we are going to look at pedicure, and with us in the studio is the MD and CEO of HBC Resort, Mrs. Judith Ogedengbe. You're welcome to the studio, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'll tell you a little about Mrs. Judith. She is a nutritional health educator, a certified optimum nutritional therapist par excellence. She's a master herbal formulator, an organic farmer, and a nutritional consultant trained to use nutrition to bring the sick back to health. When it comes to your health, there are treatments you cannot handle alone at home, and of course prayers alone cannot handle that, and you need a specialist to help you before it becomes too late. The Healthy Body Clinic and Resort is an award-winning health farm and wellness resort with world-class trained specialists. We are not just a luxury hotel, we are a wellness resort. Wouldn't you rather be in a place of pure wellness? Luxury is good, but luxury is better when it has a meaning. And at HBC Resort, we add meaning to luxury. So if you spend all your life chasing after money, your health, of course, will suffer. Come to the best place with the right solution, and that is HBC Resort. You're welcome once again, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Today we're going to talk about pedicure. Let's just say what it is. What is pedicure? Yeah, let's start from there.
Oh yeah, pedicure is one treatment, a lot of people misunderstand. They think pedicure is just, for the purpose of beauty. But no, pedicure is not just for the purpose of your legs and your feet or whatever, your nails looking beautiful. It is actually, a part of health. The glabrous skin, at the sole of the feet, lacks hair. There's no hair there, and there's no pigmentation, which is found in other parts of the body, and of course, it has a high concentration of sweat pore. This is the reason why, you have a lot of sweat under your feet. The sole of our feet also lacks a sebaceous gland, and so it cannot produce sebum. You can hardly find pimple, at the sole of your feet, So the sole of our feet is extremely sensitive to touch, due to the high concentration of nerve endings. We have as many as 200,000 nerve endings per sole. Just one sole feet, contains about 200,000 nerve ends. This is the reason why it becomes, the sole of your feet is highly sensitive and ticklish. You touch some people at the sole of their feet and then they are jumpy, because of the high concentration of nerve endings there. Almost every nerve ending on the sole of our feet actually represents different organs in our body structure. The largest pore on our body, is the sole of the feet. So understanding this and the implication, when you go to a lot of salons and so on, chemicals are used for pedicure. Chemicals are used for pedicure because they say, okay, they want to scrape out the dead cells. But the truth is that this is not right. The sole of the feet, like I've just said, number one, has a lot of pores, openings. It has a lot of nerve endings there. And here you are, soaking your legs inside a bowl of chemical. And as this chemical feeds your leg, through those pores into your system, what do? You are jeopardizing your health. You are putting your feet, your body, your everything, in poisonous chemicals. Introduced, of course, into the water in the name of pedicure. Of course, people do this because they don't know. Those of them who do this pedicure, such pedicures are not allowed in other civilized part of the world. But our people do it because, number one, the person who is administering don't know. The person who is taking that service also don't know. So there are people, it's like sometimes people come in, to do pedicure in HBC, and they are like, oh, where is the chemical? You are not going to put chemical in the water. And I'm like, no, we don't allow chemicals here. We use specialized herbs. We use specialized things, equipment, to do our pedicure, and not chemicals. You see, these chemicals, what do? They end up in the bloodstream. They travel through, end up in the bloodstream, causing so much toxicity, in the body system. And then tomorrow you're sick. Things you didn't have before, you begin to experience them after a while, and you don't know where they are coming from. Meanwhile, you go to the salon to take care of your legs, thinking that, oh, I'm going to take care of my legs. You have just gone to poison your system. That's what it is. This is why at the Healthy Body Clinic and Resort, like I said earlier, we don't allow chemicals in our premises because we understand what it is like. Everything we use is organic. It is pure, 100% pure and herbal. And we have, because we have well-trained specialists at the resort. We have created and formulated different botanical herbs, mainly for our pedicure, for our facial treatment and other therapies. So at HBC Resort, all that we use for your pedicure, your facial, your skincare therapies and so on are grown, not only made, they are grown, supervised by me, and then formulated by me, for your good health. So next time, you are looking at, having a pedicure or manicure or even a massage, come in, and you will be pleasantly amazed at our world-class treatment, that we're going to give you, and then now talking about, things like massage, you go to a shop and then, you get, what do they call it, it is good for you to always, if you have the opportunity, test the things you buy. Things we call olive oil in our supermarkets today are actually not olive oil. And I want anybody out there, to prove me wrong. Why? Because I have tested it. Because I know. Because I have seen it. Because I know how most of these things are produced. And that is why at HBC Resort, most of the oil we use for you, produced by us, formulated by us, and in fact, they are there to give you healing.
Well, at the beginning when you mentioned that most of the things we get in the salon as a pedicure is noted, I have a picture of all the things that happened during the whole process and all. And then I remember that I did a research sometime, and then a pedicure is not just for beauty's sake, because it helps you to relieve stress and all of that.
Yes.
Now, you have also said that it is because we don't know it and we don't understand it. But for a lot of us, it is going to take time for us to accept the fact that this thing we are used to is actually not something, it's not the ideal.
Yes.
And then we should come to the resort as well. And I am asking on behalf of someone who does pedicure, do you offer trainings for people to be able to understand this better and serve people?
No, we don't offer trainings, but of course, we do, this is a part of advocacy, kind of, for people out there to know and to understand. And that's why we are doing programs, educational programs like this, because there's a whole lot of things, people take for granted. There's a whole lot that people actually don't understand how it functions. And that's the reason why we do programs like this, to be able to educate our people, because health indeed is wealth.
Sure.
All
right, thank you so much for sharing all of this with us. Remember that you can visit the resort. It is at Kuruvom Road in Jos, and you can visit the website at www.hbcresort.com, and you can also call this number 080-2694-9058. That is the number to call. Thank you so much for coming and sharing this with us. We look forward to having you again next week for another mind-blowing session.
Thank you.